Welcome back to Inferno Festival live streaming TV. This is my most Viking-tastic moment. Sorry, with Enslaved. I'm sitting here with Kjetil and Ivar. Thank you guys so much for being a part of this.
Thank you so much.
Now, this is really cool because this is Inferno Festival's 15th year anniversary. You guys were actually on the first Inferno Festival, fourth one, and here you are again. What do you think Inferno Festival, what type of role do you think Inferno Festival plays in the extreme metal scene in Norway?
Inferno was among the first festivals in Norway. I think Hole in the Sky was the year before, in 2000. First Inferno was in the Easter of 2001. And, it was still pretty, well, at least more underground back then than it is now. And loads of things have changed. I mean, bands have been growing a lot. Bands have disappeared. But I mean, and the scene has been growing into something so much bigger than it was in early 90s and throughout the 90s, and even at the first Inferno Festival. So I mean, there's so much more things around the whole thing of this festival and on all the metal festivals in Norway. Not just the bands. It's like, you know, you have stands, you have like art exhibitions, and I guess a lot more spectators too. Mm-hmm. So and in general, Norwegian metal has grown into like one of the most important cultural exports from Norway, and it's very cool to kind of invite foreigners, international press, and everything. To our home ground, and it was great in 2001, and it still feels absolutely fantastic 2015.
And you, Ivar, what do you think of Inferno Festival now, how the festival has developed over the years? How old were you when you played this festival?
2001 would have been, what, 20-something?
20-something, 24.
24,
yes.
It's a very important festival. It gathers people from all over the world, from the scene. It's showcasing not only Norway as a hub for extreme metal, but it's also a place where people meet and have new ideas. And I don't know how intentional it was to begin with, but I just love the whole idea of having an extreme metal festival in the Easter. So instead of going like, remember Jesus and that kind of crap, you can go like, happy crucifixion, everybody, and get smashed and listen to good metal. Yeah. It's a beautiful thing.
Definitely.
I was about to say getting smashed is very cool. I just forgot about it. I thought this was a serious interview. I'm sorry. Let's get drunk.
Yeah, see, but you guys are always, you seem really serious and scary, but you guys are actually very entertaining. I don't think you're funny. Well, yeah, but in a good way. I don't want to insult you. Now, they're funny. They're not that scary unless you say the wrong things to them. So we won't do that because you do scare me. So In Times just got released. Tell us a little bit about that. I noticed it seemed a little bit more progressive than your previous works.
Yeah, people are telling us that. I mean, there's 45 minutes, there's 6 songs.
54.
54? Is it that long, really? So, yeah, well, there's 6 songs from 8 till 11 and a half minutes. Kind of in the frame of so-called progressive rock. Also a little bit more extreme, a little bit more metal, both sound-wise and arrangement-wise. A little bit back to the roots. Not intentionally, I just kind of ended up that way. I think it's a better mix of the more aggressive and harsh parts and the mellow, let's call it beautiful parts. It's a lot more. Probably our most dynamic work up to date. What do you say?
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
totally.
Yeah. He agrees with you no matter what.
Yes.
It's not very good, but it's very long.
Yeah, but Rush has 2120. That was also a very
2112.
2112. Yes. Why did I say 2120? Yeah, 2112, and that was a very long song and definitely very epic. Yes. A very cool T-shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Now, what do you think has kept the band together for so long? Especially for you, being a teenager. You've been playing since you were 13 in this band.
I think what kept Enslaved going now for next year is going to be 25 years. Yes. I think that the root is having a sort of a defined ambition for the band that we all, that we all agree upon. I think that seems to be the part when people, you're yanking my chain, when people disagree, is when they have like a difference in ambitions. You know, when people start to think like, oh, we should be making more money, or we should tour less, tour more, all that kind of stuff. But we've had it defined from the beginning that we want to make the best possible music to record for ourselves, to listen to and enjoy, and everything else would just be a bonus. And we're still at that place. You know, our definition of a successful album happens in the mixing or rehearsal room, and everything that happens after is just, you know, it's a positive or negative twist to how we feel about the album. And I guess that leaves the, you know, the definition of whether we're successful or not is up to us, because it's just work harder, become a better musicians, write better songs, and if we fulfill those goals, then we're happy. If we go out and there's no one likes it, well, we still did our part, but hey, it turns out a lot of people like it, so we're happy about it. And I guess that's sort of what glues us together. We have this common ambition of just making music and having a great time with it.
You? Same?
Yeah, I pretty much agree. I mean, it's kind of to put it very simple. Have always been trying to make our own contemporary favorite music, and there have been like releases when the audience had disagreed a little bit.
Yes.
So I mean, but it's always a hit or miss.
Yeah.
And luckily for us, this time it was a hit. So yeah, that's good. I mean, the philosophy is still the same. Go with the flow and try to make your own favorite music, the music you want to listen to yourself.
Eat bacon, drink beer.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do that, yeah,
But
of course.
like, you were doing this when you were 13 years old. I mean, is this what you wanted to do, or did you want to work like in a slaughterhouse or something, or drive a milk truck, or did you just want to be a musician? It's just interesting.
Yeah, it was my dream from when I started like the in school. I would do it like every between classes. I would try and start bands with everybody, and I got my guitar when I was 9, and that's all I wanted, was to have like a hard rock or a metal band. I did try some stuff during the years. Started some education, studied some computer science, a bit of psychology and stuff, but nah, there's no point in working when you can do music. I think it's an important.
He realized
important.
When he studied psychology that he was on the wrong side of the keychain. So he stopped.
We're not supposed to say that. I was yes, exactly. I was under the couch.
The keychain is more like a prison thing. I know that.
Yeah, it is actually.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Now, the idea of challenging yourself creatively is something you guys have definitely done that somehow defines your sound. How do you see yourself challenging yourself in the next album?
We always try to do that. I mean, we've kind of put a huge pressure on ourselves before we start writing and arranging a new album. No pressure from the outside, really. We really don't give a shit about that, you know. But I mean, if we feel that we have done this before, we always throw the ideas away. Oh shit, fuck this, because I mean, you already have one AC/DC, you know, that has done the same riff all over again, and it still sounds great. I mean, but we are not so good at doing that. So we need to change. We need to do something different in order to kind of please ourselves. And I mean, that's our way of being creative. I mean, we cannot force ourselves to be creative. So we have to do something. We have to start from scratch every time, and I think that's a good thing. And it's kind of probably the most charming thing about being in this band, because we never know where it ends. We never know when we start writing new material. When I get, you know, he sends me tapes, he used to send me tapes. That's a long time ago now.
Now it's electronic mail.
Electronic mail and files and stuff like that. But still, I mean, even if I listen to those files, those riffs, I still have no idea where it ends, and he has no idea. So then we started working on vocal arrangements. We started working on, you know, the song, you know, all layers, and we still don't know until we have mixed the song where we're going. I mean, the direction, and I think that's the beauty of it, because we don't work inside frames, and we don't stop and think ahead. We don't. We just like, it's like full throttle, you know.
Yeah.
As long as we started the process, and I think that actually I think that's very 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 fascinating. And this time it was a very very. I haven't felt this vibe in the recording room since, I mean, I guess since the 90s. It was something different this time. It was stronger. It was more. We had more confidence, and we just didn't give a fuck. We just like went for it. So that felt great. From the minute we started recording until the mix, the fixing, the finish of the mix, it was
The
really
fixing, as you
the fixing of the fix, the mixing of the fix. When the mixing was done, shut up. The whole process felt great.
What you said, yeah.
Oh my God, your ears is so soft.
Fantastic.
It's too much wax in his ear, or maybe he has like hair growing out of it. Who cares? But like, this is going to sound kind of gay, but I could say it because I'm a female. But
We're kind of good.
yeah, it's kind of fruity. Aww. I just like, whenever I see you guys play live, it's almost like I saw you at the Norwegian Wood Festival. It's almost like a storybook, in a way, like just how everything is all set up, all the lights. And just the music, it just sort of flows. It's almost like a story. So I do think you guys are definitely one of the best live bands out there.
Oh, thank you.
Which is true. Enslaved is one of the best live bands out there, and you're a complete idiot if you miss them.
Thank you so much.
If that's gay, I'm very pro-gay.
Are you? Okay,
Yes.
that's cool. I'm glad. Now I feel better about saying that. Now, when you guys were playing in the 90s, Norway was very infamous at that time for very sort of like mischievous and controversial things happening. How did you guys manage to stay away from all of that?
I remember those shows we did in the 90s. Were like,
What did you do? You didn't do anything.
No, we didn't. I guess we're back to the whole definition of our ambitions, which is to make good music. And going to jail for setting fire to stuff wasn't part of the plan. So no matter, we're still first and foremost musicians. And we'll have our views on things. And, we try to fight whatever monotheistic dogma that's still like clinging upon Western society or the world, I guess, as a whole. But we'd like to do it from the stage, from the studio, and I guess we're kind of. It sounds cynical, I guess, but setting fire to something, going away for 15 years.
15 years for that shit? Look. Sorry.
Yeah, in Norway.
it's a building.
I know, right?
Yeah, you can go away for a long time. If you assault someone or rape someone, you don't get that much time.
Right.
So, keep in mind, don't go to church, attack someone instead if you want to have a short sentence.
Yeah.
So, I'm just saying, I guess we could do more about the things that we care about from being a band than being in jail.
So,
Yeah, that's actually true.
so basically, Ivo, he was a little kid back then, and instead of setting fire to churches, he was like turning milk cartons upside down in the store and cross-checking old ladies on the way to the counter. So that's pretty metal. He didn't do that. I'm just lying. Just
Kingtastic and nerds. That's it. Yes. Nerds, yes. Dungeons and Dragons.
That's Star Trek.
That's Star Trek, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's also Nanu, like Mork from Ork. Remember? Nanu. Yeah. See?
I can't do that.
It's genetic.
Nah.
It's genetic.
Can you turn your tongue?
What?
Well,
We can all do it because we're cool.
Yeah.
So what are your plans for the rest of 2015 besides Inferno Festival and getting drunk, staying out of trouble, and doing Viking stuff?
I'm gonna do Viking stuff. I'm gonna stay out of trouble, and well, we're gonna do. I think we're gonna have like some time off until. We're gonna do a festival next weekend in Netherlands, Roadburn.
Yeah, okay.
We're gonna do like 3 shows there, and then we're gonna have a festival in the beginning of May in Belgium. And then we'll have a little break until the festival season really starts off in the beginning of July, end of June. And from then on, it's like, pretty much like 60, 70 gigs.
That's
Yeah.
fun.
It's like in Europe, and it's UK, Norway, probably maybe something in Australia, maybe something in Brazil. Things that are not confirmed yet, but I mean it's going to be the rest of the year. The last 6 months of the year is going to be packed with gigs. So that's what we're doing.
Out of curiosity, I don't know if I asked you this the last time, but for the viewers here, what do you like when you're not doing Enslaved things? What do you do, like just for fun? Do you play like video games? Do you, I don't know, build Viking ships? I just. You build a Viking ship?
I'm building
I
boats.
want a tiny Viking ship. Yes.
To be honest, there's basically no time left. I have 2 kids, so I try to build some Lego and stuff.
Aww.
Viking Lego ships. And when they go to bed, then I have to go to my studio and try and write stuff. You know, it's all about that. Next album, new songs. Yeah, there's no spare time. If I ever get some spare time, I think I would try and do something like a jigsaw puzzle.
Okay, cool. I like that. That's
But yeah, maybe sometime.
at least you're not committing crimes, which is good.
Yes.
And you, Shepley?
No, I'm just going fishing and play ice hockey. That's what I'm doing.
Oh, that's going to be fun doing that.
How manly.
At the same time, of course, I'm drilling a hole in the ice and
And you're trying to do ice hockey.
multitasking.
Okay.
No, and not at the same time, but that's what I'm trying to do, and in my spare time.
You want to come over and play Lego with us, maybe? No?
Can I cross-check your kids?
Yes, you can.
Okay, cool. I'm in.
Yeah.
His daughter she's be 1 year tomorrow, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
Birthday
first
party
birthday.
as
Sonja Elisabeth
Yes.
Persson.
He's the godfather.
I'm the godfather. I'm the godfather.
That's very good.
It's a very bad impression, I know.
Godfather,
Yeah.
you're the godfather, yo, baby.
Yeah, that's him.
I'm trying. Yeah. I'm not Italian, but it could kind of work. And other than that, thank you. What kind of message do you have for your fans besides don't burn churches and stay out of trouble?
We didn't say don't.
Okay, well, like don't bomb the White House or anything like that, but just stay out of trouble. And what other messages do you have for them?
Turn the cross upside down. Go to concerts. Have a good time. Drink beer. If you are in a band, if you start a band, dare to be original. If it sounds good, keep it. Do not be afraid of. Don't work inside frames. Not in any layer in your life. Be yourself, and stay out of trouble.
Watch Family Guy.
Watch Family Guy. Roadhouse.
And if anyone wants to buy anything off the web, what's your website?
Enslaved.
Enslaved.no. And if you in the stores, buy your album or steal it. We'll get the money anyway. So,
Good one. Or omerch.com is where the merchandise is.
is it?
Yes.
Omerch.com, enslaved.no, nuclearblast.com.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Thank you very much. And these are some of the best guys ever to watch live, I'm telling you. I like it. I'm addicted to it. I really am. Thank you very much for all the live shows. Thanks for chatting with us. Don't forget to go to their website, enslaved.no, nuclearblast.com, and all the other really cool sites, and buy their stuff. Thank you.